mentioned Nicole Maliotakis and Elise Stefanik, so I guess my question is a tactical one. How do you see the New York State Republican Party getting suburban women, particularly Elise, Nicole, and Claudia Tenney, who I think has a shot, from my understanding, of winning in her district? She had a close loss last time. So just how the Republican Party is going to outreach to suburban women. Absolutely. What the message is going to be.
Well, I think I was with Claudia earlier today in Binghamton. That is a seat that's definitely winnable, as well as several others who already have women candidates going. You know, it's not an easy one. The demographics have shifted within, there's a realignment in our country. Suburban voters have gotten a little away from us. That's where I think we meet the moment as to what's happened in Albany. And they have actually made our job much easier with things like the bail reform, as we talked about. Because if there's any one way to bring Democratic or moderate Republican women back into our fold, it's talking about safety and security for their families. And that is, in respect for the rule of law, is something that is absolutely at the forefront. Watching them embrace socialism and watching them embrace damaging the rule of law, I think sets a huge path forward for us. Now, obviously, there's going to be areas where we don't perform very well at the top of the ticket. Almost every one of the seats that we, and I'm not under the illusion that New York's going to be the next swing state called for the presidential election, but when you look at every one of these seats where we're playing for more seats in Congress or some of that territory in the state Senate, these are all areas that President Trump performed very well in 2016. I mean, nearly the whole board of seats that slipped away from us in 2018 in Congress, the seats that President Trump carried over Hillary Clinton in 2016. So I think we can not only go regain that territory, but expand the playing field. But outreach to suburban women is something we got to get much better at. And it's not just a New York problem, it's a country problem. And you know, unfortunately, those voters have not been with us for a few years now. And we have to find those key issues and run those races in those particular jurisdictions on the values that will bring enough plurality to win the election. But I believe our core values stand strong. There's obviously some people that walk away on personality issues.
Thank you for coming out. Thank you for coming out, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Question, something that we're experiencing out on the East End as past chairman of the town of Southampton, I see it firsthand. The Democrats are actually holding clinics where they're encouraging New York City Democrats to change their registration to East End towns and register their summer homes out on the East End, whether it be East Hampton, Southampton, Southold, and actually convince their Democrat voters here in their base of Manhattan to come out to the East End to vote, essentially to flip what have been traditionally Republican towns and significantly impact places like Republican Lee Zeldin in CD1. They're going to come to affect Peking. So my question is, what can we do to encourage New York City-based Republicans to change their registration out to the East End, out to the Hamptons, out to East Hampton, so that we have an ability to be able to counteract this absentee ballot push that we're getting from the New York City Republicans?
Well, so you faced it on the East End of Long Island. I would tell you that John Faso